North Korea finally admitted it. On September 9, 2025, Kim Jong Un publicly acknowledged for the first time that North Korean troops are fighting in Ukraine. After months of rumors and speculation, Pyongyang gave its official confirmation. Some of those soldiers have already been captured. But why now? In June 2024, North Korea and Russia signed a comprehensive strategic partnership treaty. This treaty committed both sides to deeper cooperation in military, economic, and political areas. For North Korea, it was not just symbolic. It was a rare chance to show loyalty to Moscow and secure badly needed support in return, including food, fuel, and advanced military technology. For Russia, it was an opportunity to bring in manpower at a time when its own forces were stretched thin by the long war in Ukraine. By late 2024, intelligence agencies from the United States and South Korea reported that around 10,000 North Korean soldiers had already been deployed to the Kursk front inside Russia. These troops were initially said to be construction brigades or engineers, but soon reports emerged that they were in fact participating directly in combat. In April 2025, Kim Jong Un and Vladimir Putin themselves confirmed this. North Korean troops were fighting on Russian soil against Ukraine. The numbers are significant. At least 14,000 North Koreans were sent in the first waves. Later, another 6,000 followed, officially described as mine clearance units or reconstruction workers. But many of them ended up close to the front lines. The losses have been severe. By early 2025, reports already counted more than 1,000 killed and over 4,000 wounded. By mid-2025, estimates rose to more than 6,000 casualties. That means thousands of families in North Korea suddenly lost sons, brothers, or fathers, often without any explanation or official notice from the regime. The international reaction has been strong. The United States, South Korea, and the United Nations all condemned North Korea's actions as a blatant violation of sanctions and international law. Supplying weapons to Russia was already a red line. Sending troops made it undeniable. Yet despite this condemnation, Kim Jong Un publicly reaffirmed his full support for Russia, repeating that his country would stand with Moscow no matter the cost. But the real question is why Pyongyang chose to admit this now. For months, the government denied or remained silent, even as bodies were returning and rumors spread. According to analysts, the timing of Kim's statement is not random. It reflects a need to control the narrative before the people's dissatisfaction grows. Defectors and former North Korean soldiers explain that many of these troops did not even know the real reason they were being deployed. Some were told they were being sent abroad for labor or engineering work. Only when they reached Russia did they realize they were near a battlefield. A former soldier, now in the United States, said that most conscripts were not prepared and probably were not told they would fight on foreign soil. These accounts make it clear. For many, this was not a choice, it was forced conscription disguised as duty. This is exactly why public sentiment inside North Korea may be at risk. Families are whispering. Parents know their sons are being dragged away. Rumors spread about young men dying meaningless deaths in a war that is not even North Korea's own. According to experts, Kim's admission on September 9th may have been intended to get ahead of this unrest. By admitting it openly, he could frame the deaths as heroic sacrifices for an ally, rather than pointless losses. Other analysts suggest that this was also meant to boost North Korea's international standing with Russia. By publicly acknowledging the sacrifice, Kim could demand more from Moscow in return, whether military technology, food aid, or diplomatic backing at the United Nations. At the same time, it allows Pyongyang to send a message domestically. Yes, your sons are fighting, but they are fighting for a noble cause, and the state is in control. Still, the fact remains that the losses are heavy, and the secrecy around deployments has caused growing unease. The acknowledgement itself, rather than silencing people, may fuel questions. Why are so many young North Koreans dying in a foreign war? Why is the regime unable to provide even basic clarity to families? Is loyalty to Russia really worth these sacrifices? And here is the question. If North Korean soldiers eventually return home, will their experiences make the people finally open their eyes? Leave your thoughts in the comments. Like and subscribe for more updated news.